Yeah, let's starting. In this session, we are going to discuss what are the concepts we are going to cover as part of Master Snowflake. Okay, let's start discussing what are the concepts we are going to discuss. First, we'll start with Snowflake fundamentals. Then we are going to discuss all these concepts. So first we'll start with what is Snowflake, and then we are going to understand what is data warehousing, what are traditional data warehousing technologies available compared to traditional data warehousing, what are advantages in Snowflake data warehousing, and then we are going to understand Snowflake architecture. What is Snowflake architecture? What are its advantages? There are three layers of Snowflake architecture. We are going to discuss all three layers, and then we are going to understand different editions of Snowflake. There are multiple versions of Snowflake. We are going to discuss all those versions. Once we complete these editions, we are going to see practical how to create free Snowflake account. Then how to sign in Snowflake, and we are going to understand Snowflake web user interface. There are multiple ways to connect with the Snowflake. We are going to see Snowflake web UI. Using Snowflake web UI, we are going to sign in and we are going to understand Snowflake web user interface. Once we connect this one, we are going to understand what are other different approaches available to connect to Snowflake data warehouse environment. Okay, once we understand the different ways of connecting, then we are going to set up a Snowflake development environment for creating a database, creating schema, creating tables, inserting data. We are going to see database setup. And then once we understand these concepts, we are going to see one important feature called SnowSQL. So this is my Snowflake cloud and my mission. Let's say this is my mission, Windows mission. In Windows mission, or this is my Linux mission, maybe Windows, maybe Linux. You can install command line tool called SnowSQL. 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 We can install command line tool called SnowSQL. Then we will create a connection between your Snowflake account with SnowSQL. Let's say I have data in my local file system. Yep, I have data in my local file system. I want to load it into Snowflake tables. Snowflake tables. So using SnowSQL, how can we load local file system data from your local file system to Snowflake tables? We are going to discuss complete SnowSQL installation and how to connect with the Snowflake environment. Then how can we copy local file system data to Snowflake environment? Okay. Then once we understand this one, along with this one, we are going to see some other clients to connect with the Snowflake. We are going to see DBever. There is a client, most popular RDBMS client called DBever. We are going to see connecting Snowflake cloud using DBever, then writing SQL queries. Okay. So once we complete this one, then here I'm moving these concepts to here. Then once we complete the Snowflake fundamentals, we come to know complete Snowflake environment and databases, schemas, Snowflake architecture, and then we are going to understand how to insert the data, and then we are going to discuss SQL for Snowflake. So this SQL for Snowflake, I mainly designed for who are directly joining Snowflake. They do not have any SQL knowledge. They are coming from different backgrounds. They are learning Snowflake. So this is very, very important for them. So we are going to understand what is SQL, what are SQL languages, and how to write DDL queries, what are DDLs, how to write DDL queries, then DML queries, DRL or DQL queries, transactional language queries, DCL queries, then filter commands, means while with different filter conditions. So this entire SQL for Snowflake. So once you complete this one, you will get a SQL knowledge and you will get a understanding of not only understanding with the practical of working with the Snowflake. Once this one is completed, we are going to discuss AWS fundamentals for Snowflake. Why AWS fundamentals for Snowflake? Let's say this is my Snowflake cloud. Snowflake cloud. My data is presented, assume my data is presented input source data in AWS. In this AWS, data is presented in S3 service. S3 service. Then my requirement is I want to copy data from AWS S3 to Snowflake tables. Snowflake tables. For this one, we need one more additional service called AWS IAM. We need knowledge of AWS IAM. Without AWS IAM, we cannot access any other service in AWS cloud. So we are going to discuss what is AWS cloud and how to create account in AWS cloud. Then we are going to understand uh, AWS cloud free tier, and then we are going to discuss one AWS EC2 service, EC2 service. Then in this EC2 service, we are going to see installing SnowSQL. In this EC2 service, we are going to see Linux installation, and then uh, before this, we are going to see In Windows, we are going to see SnowSQL installation. Then we are going to see moving local file system data from Windows machine to Snowflake. Then once we complete EC2, we are going to see moving data from Linux to Snowflake. Both the environments we are going to see. Once this one is completed, then we are going to understand AWS S3. This is our main source. Maybe they are getting data from different approaches into S3. Once data is loaded into S3, we want to copy this data into Snowflake tables. For this one, first we need knowledge on S3. How S3 is going to work? What are different S3 concepts? If I want to read S3 data, what are I need from my Snowflake side? Then we are going to discuss complete practicals of S3. Then it uh, then we are going to understand AWS. I am also required to access S3 service. Then we are going to discuss AWS IAM service. These are very important for interacting AWS from our Snowflake. There are multiple approaches to connect from Snowflake to AWS. So all those approaches, first we need to have an idea. So first we are learning AWS or Snowflake. Once we complete this one, then we are going to start master Snowflake concepts. Master Snowflake concepts. Once we complete this Snowflake fundamentals, we are going to discuss SQL for Snowflake. Then once it is completed, we are going to discuss AWS fundamentals for Snowflake. Then we are going to start master Snowflake. Here we are going to discuss all advanced concepts. We are going to understand this part. Snowflake separates storage and processing. We are going to discuss processing part first. Processing part. This processing part. Then we are going to discuss this storage part. Storage part. And then once we complete this parts, then we are going to start advanced concepts like time travel, failsafe, types of tables, stages, internal, external, streaming using Snowflake, cloning operations, and views, procedures, user-defined functions, user management, resource monitoring, and lot of advanced concepts we are going to discuss. Once all these concepts are completed, we are going to discuss one end-to-end project using different Snowflake concepts. We are going to discuss loading data from different sources, and we are going to set up environments like raw layer, stage layer, and final target layer, and then what kind of operations we are going to do as part of Snowflake project. Okay, we are going to discuss all these concepts with practical examples too. And once we complete all the jobs, there is a concept called tasks in Snowflake to automate Snowflake Snowflake jobs. I may created multiple SQLs. I do not have any other. Then using different concept called Snowflake tasks, we can automate. Entire end-to-end with multiple scenarios we are going to discuss. So for entire this Snowflake, you need minimum knowledge of computers. And then SQL knowledge is required to become a Snowflake developer. That part we are covering here. If you are having SQL knowledge, it's more add-on advantage. If you do not have even single line of SQL, we are covering as part of our master Snowflake course. And then basic knowledge of any cloud. Here we are covering AWS cloud team, AWS cloud.